If you are considering relocating to Salem, Oregon, you are going to want to listen to today's video until the very end because I am going to share some of the top pros and cons of living here as somebody who obviously lives here myself, but also is a relocation specialist real estate agent. I work with buyers who are relocating to our area from all over the country. It's something I love doing so much, and we're just going to share from my perspective as well as from the buyers moving to our area's perspective. What are the pros and the cons of living here? You're going to want to stay tuned until the end. If you're thinking about moving here yourself, you're not going to want to miss anything. But first, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Mariah. My husband Spencer and I run a husband and wife real estate team. I've been in the business for the last 10 years and I'm super passionate about what I do. And we get calls, texts, and emails from people like you that are thinking about buying here in the area and are watching our YouTube videos. If that's you, don't hesitate to reach out. We'd love to work with you too. The best way to reach me is shoot me an email and we will get a Zoom call on the schedule talking about the next steps when relocating here. So shoot me an email. My email is in the description. Okay, guys, the first pro to living in Salem / moving to Salem is there are a lot of towns on the outskirts of Salem in pretty much every direction that are, I would consider, pretty desirable towns to live in depending on what it is that you're looking for. Many of the buyers moving to our area, like I said, we get calls from buyers that are relocating here from so many different places for so many different reasons. And many of the buyers want to be in Salem, but many of them are open to towns that are on the outskirts in really any direction. And there are going to be really, really solid towns for you, whether you're looking for a town with a population of 20,000, 50,000, 5,000, we can find that for you. The current population of Salem is just about 175,000, somewhere around there. And the thing about these towns on the outskirts is some of them are going to have a little bit lower average home price. So you're going to get a little bit more for your money, which is great if you're on a budget. And some of them are USDA eligible, which means you can buy a house with $0 down if you utilize and qualify for a USDA loan. By the way, if you want to get connected with a solid lender in the area, let me know and I can set you up with one. The next pro of living in Salem is that we have really, really great parks, and these parks, at least in the summer, spring, sometimes fall, but not so much the winter, but at least in the summer for sure, there is events going on at these parks all the time, which is just so much fun. We have Riverfront Park, which is a big park. There's 2 bridges, like walking bridges. There's a carousel, a playground. It's a really great place to go for a nice long walk. We have Bush Pasture Park, which is really beautiful, especially in the fall. You've got great leaves falling everywhere. It's gorgeous. And that is the home of the Salem Art Festival that happens every year. At Riverfront Park, the one I just mentioned, there are festivals going on I want to say almost every weekend in the summer. You can't really drive by there on a weekend in the summer and not see something happening of some sort, which is pretty fun. And then we also have Minto Brown Park, Minto Island Brown Park, I believe is what it's called. It is a massive dog park and I believe 18 miles of walking trails. It's very nature-esque. It's super beautiful. It does tend to flood in the winter months, some parts of it. I personally walk there year round. You can for sure walk there in the winter, but you just have to avoid certain areas. But we have some really great parks. That's just 3 of them. And they also have festivals and just stuff going on throughout the summer, which is also really fun. The next pro of living in Salem is that it is the best location, in my opinion, in Oregon. You are a short drive to the beach. I'm actually about to take up my family and we are heading to the beach together for the next couple days, and the closest beach is about an hour drive from Salem. We are about an hour from the mountains. There's multiple different mountains you can go to. In one direction, you're an hour from Portland, which has endless things to do, places to go, food to eat, museums, shopping, all kinds of things. Endless entertainment, endless. And then the other direction, we are an hour from Eugene, which also has a lot to do. We are a pretty short drive from Bend, which is a whole other fun place to visit. There are a lot of places nearby in a short driving distance, but you don't get that high prices that you have in a bigger city. You don't have the crazy traffic that you have in a bigger city. So that's something that I really love about living in Salem, is the location of it in the Willamette Valley. You're also super close to wine country. There's a few really beautiful wineries right here in Salem itself, but there's also but we're also a really quick drive to wine country. That area in Oregon, about like 45-minute drive, I'd say, to the beautiful Oregon wine country. So it is such a good location. A big con of living in Salem is that it's not walkable. While we have a lot of really great bike paths, whatever we do compared to other places, we're actually known for that. I'm pretty sure, like, statistically, we have one of the better biking places. I think Oregon in general is very biker friendly. However, it's so not walkable. I wish it was. There's a couple neighborhoods downtown Salem that you could consider walkable, but that's it. And even then, it's like, it's probably not what you're thinking when you consider a walkable town, walkable city. That is a big downside. Like, I live in a neighborhood in Salem where I could, and I do, my family and I, sometimes we do walk to businesses. We walk to a bakery and a coffee shop, but you feel weird doing it because no one's walking. Like, it's literally so suburban. It's like, we have places where, in our neighborhood specifically, we have places that are only, businesses that are only a 30-minute walk, let's just say, there, and then 30-minute back, which is, to me, totally walkable. However, no one else is walking, so you feel a little strange walking down the road here. It's just not a thing. I wish it was. It's just not a thing here. Another con of living in Salem is downtown Salem can be kind of a mess. And what I mean by that is, okay, so 10 years ago, in my life, I was downtown Salem every day. I worked from a coffee shop every day. There's so many great coffee shops downtown Salem. There really is. Great coffee, like, they're cute vibes. There's a few great coffee shops downtown Salem. And I used to be there almost every day, either working from a coffee shop, meeting with friends, whatever. And I almost never go downtown anymore because, while it's a small downtown, there's some great restaurants there. There's a couple really cool theaters. There's some boutiques. There is a mall still downtown as well, even though no one really goes there. Like I said, great coffee shops. There's a few bar type things, but I don't really go there anymore because the parking situation honestly sucks. We do have to pay for parking now, which we didn't up until very, very recently, like this year. However, even before that, I didn't go downtown that often, even though some of my favorite restaurants are downtown and my favorite coffee shops are downtown, because it just makes it a little difficult to park somewhere and be in and out, and if you're in a hurry, especially when it's so hard to find parking. And I know this is the case in every other city that's any bigger than Salem. So if you're going to live somewhere where it's a city, anything going on, Salem's not a big city by any means, but if you are living in a big city, you're going to have this problem. So this is like inevitable, I guess you could say. But we need more parking downtown Salem. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. If you agree with me, leave a comment below or hit the thumbs up button. But that is a struggle because downtown Salem is really cute and there's some great places to eat. Shout out to Indian Palace. There's some great coffee shops. However, it makes you not want to go there when you just circle around forever to find a parking spot. Anyway, guys, that's just a few things that are pros and cons of living here. If you grab value from today's video, hit the thumbs up button. If you are thinking about relocating to the area, don't forget to head over to my channel. I have a handful of playlists sharing everything you need to know about buying, selling, or investing here in Oregon. And if you're thinking about moving to or just buying real estate here in Oregon, shoot me an email. I would love to help you, and I will talk to you guys soon.